Nestled in the serene countryside of Crawford, Texas, just outside Waco, lies the home of design power couple Chip and Joanna Gaines, where rustic charm meets modern elegance. This 1,700-square-foot Victorian farmhouse, set on 40 acres, has been transformed into a haven that reflects their signature style. Inside, you'll find open-plan living spaces adorned with vintage finds, earthy tones, and Joanna's personal touch in every corner. The heart of the home is the kitchen, a gathering spot for family meals and creative endeavors. Outside, expansive gardens, a rose cottage, and even a potting shed offer peaceful retreats and inspiration. Here, amidst the rolling hills and blooming gardens, Chip and Joanna continue to build their legacy, blending family life with their passion for design. Get ready for a journey into the Joanna Gaines family, where the price of brilliance is next level. A look inside the huge Waco farmhouse of Joanna and Chip Gaines. The farmhouse of Joanna and Chip Gaines, located in the center of Waco, Texas, is a magnificent fusion of contemporary style with rustic charm. Their home, which covers over 40 acres, is a monument to their distinctive architectural philosophy: cozy, welcoming, and convenient. The main house on the expansive property is designed in the Victorian style, with shiplap walls, vaulted ceilings, and an abundance of antique furnishings. Joanna's greenhouse, a century-old English building, meticulously restored, provides a lush sanctuary for her passion for gardening. The couple's kitchen features a marble island, vintage-inspired fixtures, and deep green paint. Their garden is a peaceful haven with stunning sunset views over colorful flower beds. The Gaines house accurately represents their creative nature, with separate places for every family member, such as a craft room and several recreational areas. Family and design are at the heart of Joanna Gaines' home. Joanna Gaines is still a resident of Waco, Texas, living in a stunningly renovated farmhouse that embodies her style. Her home, which is on a large acreage, combines modern conveniences with rustic charm. It has large windows, reclaimed wood accents, and warm, layered textures. The house's focal point is the kitchen, where Joanna tries out new recipes while surrounded by farmhouse sinks and cabinetry with an ancient feel. Her passion for gardening is evident from the seasonal flowers in her greenhouse outside. The Gaines family spends evenings watching the Texas scenery from their wraparound porch. Joanna's creative endeavors are fueled by her office, which is stocked with mood boards and doodles. Her house continues to be a haven as she grows her Magnolia empire, exemplifying coziness, genuineness, and the classic charm of well-thought-out design. The Gaines family farmhouse, a classic combination of coziness and design. The home owned by Joanna and Chip Gaines in Waco, Texas, is still a magnificent illustration of their distinctive style, classic yet practical. The exquisitely restored Victorian-style house on the expansive 40-acre property has exposed beams, shiplap walls, and large windows that bring abundant natural light. A century-old English building, Joanna's greenhouse has been converted into a verdant haven brimming with seasonal flowers. A significant element of the house, the kitchen, features deep green cabinets, a marble island, and fixtures with an antique feel. The wraparound porch outside is ideal for family get-togethers and provides stunning views of the Texas countryside. There are designated creative places for the Gaines kids, such as playrooms and a craft room. The farmhouse continues to be a haven as Joanna grows her Magnolia enterprise, representing coziness, genuineness, and classic style. The private retreat of Joanna Gaines, a haven of family and creativity. Family life and creativity coexist harmoniously at Joanna Gaines' private hideaway in Waco, Texas. This remote area, part of her expansive 40-acre property, provides a tranquil haven from the pressures of her Magnolia empire. Her appreciation of classic design is evident in the retreat's reclaimed wood designs, large windows, and comfortable furnishings, all of which are designed with her unique, rustic, modern style. Joanna has a dedicated studio to generate fresh ideas, surrounded by vintage inspiration pieces and mood boards. A thriving garden outside supplies fresh vegetables for family meals, further fueling her love of farm-to-table living. Handcrafted furniture furnishes the wraparound porch of the retreat, providing a peaceful space for reflection. This personal haven embodies warmth, genuineness, and imaginative vision and continues to serve as a stabilizing influence as Joanna grows her brand. The Waco house where Magnolia's legacy began. Starting with a single house in Waco, Texas, Joanna and Chip Gaines set out to create the Magnolia Empire. Their design philosophy was based on this farmhouse, an excellent combination of modern and rustic aesthetics. The house reflects Joanna's unique style with its shiplap walls, salvaged wood, and vintage-inspired fixtures. With its marble counters and deep green cabinetry, the kitchen continues to be a hub where creativity and family come together. The Gaines family will love the tranquil views of the Texas countryside from the wraparound porch outside. Joanna's love of gardening is evident in her greenhouse, which is brimming with seasonal flowers. This house stood a testament to craftsmanship and authenticity, even as Magnolia grew into a worldwide brand. It shows the couple's ambition and demonstrates that excellent design starts with a solid base. The home of Joanna Gaines, an example of classic style with a personal touch. More than just a place to live, Joanna Gaines' Waco, Texas home is a living example of her design ethos and ideals. Her farmhouse is filled with warmth, genuineness, and a profound respect for fine craftsmanship. The furnishings, which include reclaimed wood, fixtures with a nod to the past, and warm textures, combine rustic beauty with contemporary functionality. She tests recipes in her kitchen, a focal point with deep green cabinetry and a farmhouse sink. The peaceful views from the wraparound porch make it the ideal place for family get-togethers. Joanna's love of gardening is evident in her greenhouse, which is brimming with seasonal flowers. Her house is filled with sentimental artwork and framed family photos, among other personal touches. Magnolia's house remains a haven as she changes, capturing the spirit of well-considered architecture and moving narrative. Chip and Joanna Gaines, a personal life based on creativity and family. Chip and Joanna Gaines live a life focused on family, creativity, and personal development inside the walls of their farmhouse in Waco, Texas. The couples welcomed new habits as their 5 children age, such as working out in their home gym and strengthening their relationship and bodies. In addition, Joanna's been getting ready for a significant change as their daughter Ella leaves for college, which is a sad occasion. With its reclaimed wood features, vintage-inspired decor, and areas for inspiration and leisure, their house is still a haven. The couples even started dancing lessons to add a lighthearted touch to their everyday life. Chip and Joanna's house represents their changing path as Magnolia flourishes, striking a balance between the coziness of family customs and commercial success. A day inside Joanna Gaines' ideal house, a space where calm and style collide. The Waco, Texas home of Joanna Gaines is a masterpiece of classic style and cozy living. Oversized windows let in plenty of natural light, illuminating the shiplap walls and vintage-inspired decor every morning. Joanna tries new recipes in the kitchen, a creative center with deep green cabinetry, a farmhouse sink, and a marble island. With its abundance of seasonal flowers, her greenhouse provides a peaceful haven for gardening. She spends her afternoons in her comfortable reading nook, which is furnished with soft fabrics and carefully chosen books. With its rustic charm, the wraparound porch is ideal for family get-togethers while taking in views of the expansive Texas countryside. Warm lighting fills the house as darkness draws in, showcasing Joanna's hospitable, practical, and subtly lovely style. It's a veritable haven of imagination, each element telling a tale. Joanna Gaines' world at its core: family, innovation, and development. Joanna Gaines' universe centers on personal development, creativity, and family. Joanna considers motherhood's bittersweet journey as she prepares for her daughter Ella to leave for college, savoring the memories created in their Waco home. With its reclaimed wood, vintage-inspired decor, and areas for inspiration and leisure, her farmhouse is still a haven. Joanna's most recent project, Mini Rennie, demonstrates her love for small-scale remodeling and how even modest adjustments can completely change a room. She embraces the chaos of family life and finds beauty in ordinary situations as she continues to balance her Magnolia business and personal time. Joanna's house exudes warmth, genuineness, and the never-ending process of creativity and connection, whether it's through moving tales or well-considered architecture. Explore the real life of Joanna Gaines, a house stemming from creativity and family. In 2025, Joanna Gaines' life is still closely tied to her farmhouse in Waco, Texas, where she juggles her personal interests, career, and family. Warm, inviting, and effortlessly utilitarian, her home is a beautifully renovated Victorian-style getaway that embodies her trademark design flair. With its marble countertops, farmhouse sink, and green cabinets, the kitchen is a creative hotspot where Joanna tries out new recipes. Her greenhouse provides a haven as it blossoms with seasonal flowers. Joanna welcomes new endeavors as Magnolia grows, such as a new line of home essentials influenced by her taste. Her world still revolves around her family, and she enjoys spending evenings laughing and telling stories on the wraparound porch. Her house is more than just a place to live. It reflects her journey, fusing innovation and heritage. Living like Joanna Gaines, a comfortable and creative life. In 2025, Joanna Gaines' way of life seamlessly combines family, creativity, and purposeful living. Her Waco farmhouse, which combines contemporary utility with rustic charm, continues to be the center of her universe. Mornings start with freshly prepared coffee in her deep green kitchen, where vintage-inspired fixtures create a warm yet fashionable atmosphere. Her greenhouse is thriving with seasonal flowers, demonstrating her continued passion for gardening. Joanna spends her workdays writing, curating new home collections, and working on Magnolia initiatives. Family dinners are held on the wraparound porch with views of the Texas countryside in the evenings. Her philosophy that areas should be welcoming, intimate, and brimming with significant details is reflected in her house. To live like Joanna Gaines, one must embrace creativity, simplicity, and the beauty of ordinary moments, giving each day a purposeful and motivational sense. Beyond fixer-upper, the Magnolia House is a secret treasure. Magnolia House, tucked away in McGregor, Texas, is more than simply a quaint getaway. It's a part of Chip and Joanna Gaines' history. The 7-bedroom, 4-bathroom mansion, which was first shown on Fixer Upper, has been painstakingly designed to combine contemporary luxury with historic charm. The 2,868-square-foot property has rich hardwood floors, shiplap walls, and a fenced-in landscape that adds to its homey charm. As a holiday rental, Magnolia House has given visitors a taste of Joanna's distinctive design. The house is still a popular retreat in 2025, with reservations made months in advance. Visitors can enjoy the warmth and genuineness that characterize the Gaines design philosophy while lounging on the wraparound porch or taking in the thoughtfully chosen decor. This undiscovered treasure still stands as a tribute to classic hospitality and craftsmanship. The private life of Joanna Gaines, a harmonious and happy life. In 2025, Joanna Gaines' private life combines personal development, creativity, and family. She's adopted a gentler pace and prioritized quality time with her 5 children, even while she continues to grow Magnolia. Her farmhouse is still a haven with rest areas and decor that nod to the past. Joanna likes to spend peaceful afternoons on her wraparound porch and has started dancing lessons, adding a light-hearted aspect to her routine. Before her elder children leave for college, she's also made a conscious effort to spend micro-moments with them, savoring each exchange. Crew, her youngest child, has grown to love cooking and frequently assists her in the kitchen. The warmth and genuineness of Joanna's world demonstrate that, despite achievement, the heart of home is still the most crucial location. exploring the house that started Magnolia's tradition. Magnolia's design style is still rooted in the farmhouse owned by Joanna and Chip Gaines in Waco, Texas. This exquisitely renovated Victorian-style home with shiplap walls, reclaimed wood, and large windows that let in abundant natural light combines rustic charm with contemporary beauty. With its marble island, vintage-inspired fixtures, and deep green paint job, the kitchen is the creative center where Joanna tries out new recipes. Her love of gardening is evident in her greenhouse, a verdant haven full of in-season flowers. The wraparound porch is ideal for family get-togethers since it provides stunning sunset views. Joanna welcomes new endeavors as Magnolia grows, such as Mini Rennie, her most recent business endeavor that specializes in little remodeling. Her house continues to stand as a tribute to genuineness, careful planning, and the development of creativity. Chip and Joanna's Secret Haven, a getaway past Magnolia. A tranquil haven from their busy Magnolia company, Chip and Joanna Gaines' secluded retreat in Texas is still a well-kept secret. This secret haven, which is tucked away on acres of undulated farmland, was created using the distinctive style of combining modern beauty with rustic charm. Joanna's appreciation of layered textures is evident in the farmhouse's salvaged wood beams, large windows, and comfortable reading nooks. A stone campfire is the ideal location for family get-togethers, and a large garden outside is thriving with seasonal flowers. Chip has even constructed a remote workshop to test fresh remodeling concepts. The couple has modified their house to meet changing demands as their kids age, ensuring it continues to be a haven of creativity and community. Their philosophy, where family and style coexist harmoniously, is embodied in this resort. Joanna Gaines' Retreat, a place of inspiration and calm. Joanna Gaines relaxes in her exquisitely chosen areas, each intended to encourage rest and creativity. With a wraparound porch that provides peaceful sunset views, her Waco farmhouse continues to be a sanctuary. She cultivates plants and finds comforts in nature in the greenhouse, which is brimming with seasonal blossoms. Joanna's reading nook offers a peaceful respite from her busy Magnolia enterprise with its cozy furnishings and carefully chosen books. She tries with recipes in her kitchen, which is painted in bright green hues, and finds happiness in the little things. Joanna balances job and family life while embracing new endeavors like Mini Rennie and making sure her house stays a haven. She finds tranquility in the thoughtfully designed areas, whether walking around her garden or enjoying coffee in her sunny breakfast nook. The actual Joanna Gaines home, a house that changes with family. As Joanna Gaines' family and her design philosophies grow, her Waco, Texas farmhouse keeps changing. The 40-acre property, which combines modern luxury with rustic charm, now has a freshly designed home gym motivated by Joanna and Chip's dedication to being active. With its deep green cabinets and retro-inspired fixtures, the kitchen continues to be the house's focal point, where Joanna tries out new recipes. Her love of gardening is evident in the seasonal blooms that bloom in her greenhouse. Joanna's modified sections to accommodate their evolving needs as their kids prepare for new life phases, including creative spaces for Crew, her youngest. With its stunning sunset views, the wraparound porch continues to be a popular meeting place. Joanna's house is more than just a place to live. It represents her life, fusing creativity and tradition. The changing home of Joanna and Chip Gaines, where fixer-upper and real life collide. The centerpiece of Joanna and Chip Gaines' Magnolia Company is still their farmhouse in Waco, Texas, which skillfully combines their distinctive design style with regular family life. The property is a restored Victorian-style refuge with large windows that let in abundant natural light, shiplap walls, and reclaimed wood details. With its marble island, vintage-inspired fixtures, and deep green paint job, their kitchen is the center of creative endeavors and family meals. Joanna's love of gardening is evident in the seasonal blooms that abound in her greenhouse. A popular meeting place, the wraparound porch provides stunning views of the Texas countryside at sunset. The couple keeps adjusting their house as their kids age, making sure it stays practical and motivating. Their farmhouse is a living, breathing representation of their trip, not just a display. The Everlasting House of Joanna Gaines, an exquisite work of careful architecture. Joanna Gaines' ageless, practical, and intensely personal design philosophy is demonstrated by her everlasting house in Waco, Texas. She created a cozy, welcoming room by combining reclaimed wood, vintage fixtures, and layered textures, all inspired by her love of rustic elegance. She tries out new dishes in the kitchen, which is decorated in shades of deep green and has a farmhouse sink and marble island. Her love of gardening is evident in the seasonal blooms in her peaceful greenhouse haven. Designed for family get-togethers, the wraparound porch provides stunning views of the Texas landscape at sunset. Mini Rennie, Joanna's most recent initiative, demonstrates her conviction that modest improvements may have a significant impact. Magnolia's house continues to be a haven as she grows, representing genuineness, originality, and the timeless elegance of well-thought-out design. The House of Joanna Gaines, a Texas dream of creativity and family. The farmhouse owned by Joanna Gaines in Waco, Texas, continues to be a breathtaking representation of her changing family life and design philosophies. The exquisitely renovated Victorian-style house on the 40-acre property combines modern luxury with rustic charm. Joanna's love of gardening is displayed in her greenhouse, a verdant haven full of in-season flowers. The focal point of the house is the kitchen, which is painted a rich shade of green and features a marble island and fixtures with an antique feel. Their wraparound porch is ideal for family get-togethers because it provides stunning sunset views. Joanna has modified her house to accommodate her children's changing demands as they age, including creating a new creative area for Crew, her youngest. The Gaines house still exudes coziness, genuineness, and the classic charm of well-thought-out design, with spaces for rest and inspiration. Waco's Creative Haven, the birthplace of Joanna Gaines concepts. Joanna Gaines draws inspiration for her designs from her environment, especially her Magnolia offices and Waco home. She uses her greenhouse, a lush haven full of ranunculus, the 2025 flower of the year, as a place to think about changing design trends. Joanna draws fresh ideas at her workshop, which is nestled in Magnolia Market and combines modern elegance with rustic charm. She frequently gathers vintage items that inspire new ideas in antique markets. Her kitchen, which is painted in shades of deep green, continues to be a creative center as she tries out new recipes that eventually inspire her home decor. Joanna's designs are classic yet modern because of her ability to combine innovation with tradition. Her inspiration comes from a profound respect for artistry and narrative, whether she's cooking, gardening, or studying old buildings. The home of Joanna Gaines, a haven away from Magnolia Market. More than just a representation of her Magnolia empire, Joanna Gaines' Waco, Texas house is a profoundly personal haven where family and creativity coexist. Joanna's farmhouse, which combines modern beauty with rustic charm, remains her haven even as Magnolia Market flourishes. The focal point of her house is her kitchen, which is painted a rich shade of green and has a marble island and fixtures with an antique feel. The wraparound porch is ideal for family get-togethers since it provides stunning sunset views. Joanna's love of gardening is evident in the seasonal blooms that abound in her greenhouse. She debuted a new Magnolia collection in 2025 that featured pastel colors and vintage designs and was influenced by nostalgic summer aesthetics. As her kids age, Joanna makes adjustments to her house to keep it both practical and motivating, a clear indication of her changing path. The home of Joanna and Chip Gaines, an exploration of timeless design in each room. The Waco, Texas Joanna and Chip Gaines farmhouse is a masterpiece of well-considered design, fusing contemporary utility with rustic charm. The entryway creates a cozy atmosphere with its vintage sconces and reclaimed wood details. Their living area is layered neutrals and comfortable textures, with an enormous antique clock as the focal point. The property's focal point is the kitchen, which is painted a rich shade of green and features a farmhouse sink and a marble island. The main bedroom is a comfortable haven with a fireplace, and the farmhouse is also a haven. Their kids' rooms showcase their changing personalities with bunk beds and colorful accents. Seasonal flowers blossom in Joanna's greenhouse, providing a peaceful haven. With its stunning sunset views of the Texas countryside, the wraparound porch remains a popular meeting place. You can look into their house in more detail. The real life of Joanna Gaines, juggling family, career, and creativity. Joanna Gaines' life is a smooth fusion of personal development, business, and family. Magnolia has adopted a gentler pace and prioritized quality time with her 5 children, even as she grows. Her Waco, Texas farmhouse is still a haven with areas for rest and decor with a nod to the past. Enjoying peaceful afternoons on the wraparound porch, Joanna and Chip have added a lively touch to their routine by taking dancing lessons. Before her elder children leave for college, she's also made a conscious effort to spend micro moments with them, savoring each experience. Crew, her youngest child, has grown to love cooking and frequently assists her in the kitchen. The warmth and genuineness of Joanna's world demonstrate that despite achievement, the heart of home is still the most crucial location. You can learn more about Joanna's background. Greetings from the Gaines family farm, a sanctuary of custom and development. Chip and Joanna manage their growing Magnolia enterprise while juggling family life at the Gaines family farm in Waco, Texas, which continues to be a prosperous retreat. The 40-acre farm has a thriving greenhouse, lush gardens, and recently remodeled areas motivated by their kids' changing interests. The focal point of family get-togethers is Joanna's most recent addition, a comfortable outdoor kitchen where home-cooked meals are prepared using fresh vegetables from their farm. Chip has embraced new remodeling initiatives to maintain the farmhouse's distinctive rustic modern style. Their youngest crew member has grown to love gardening and frequently assists Joanna in caring for the seasonal flowers. The farm, which embodies the Gaines' dedication to family, creativity, and the beauty of simple living, continues to serve as a stabilizing influence as their older children prepare for college. The private life of Joanna Gaines, a time of transition and introspection. In 2025, Joanna Gaines experiences changes in her family and personal development. Joanna's been thinking about the bittersweet aspect of motherhood as her daughter, Ella, gets ready to leave for college, savoring each moment before her kids grow up. She and Chip have improved their relationship by adopting new routines, such as working out together in their home gym. Joanna recently started dancing lessons, bringing fun into her everyday routine. Her farmhouse is still a haven, with areas for rest and decor with a nod to the past. Joanna maintains Magnolia's success while balancing her personal life and career, ensuring that her family always comes first. Her private life demonstrates her conviction that important spaces may be created via everyday moments and design. The home Joanna Gaines created with love, a house stemming from family and passion. The farmhouse, owned by Joanna Gaines in Waco, Texas, is a tribute to her persistent commitment to authenticity, family, and design. Her trademark style, which combines reclaimed wood, vintage-inspired fixtures, and comfortable textures, is evident in every area of the house. With its rich green paint job, the kitchen continues to be the center of the house, where Joanna tries out new recipes and eats meals with her loved ones. Her love of gardening is embodied in her greenhouse, a tranquil haven filled with seasonal flowers. A popular meeting place, the wraparound porch provides stunning views of the Texas countryside at sunset. Joanna ensures her house stays a haven as Magnolia grows, modifying areas to accommodate her family's changing needs. This farmhouse reflects love, imagination, and classic architecture. It's more than just a place to live. Joanna Gaines, her masterpiece of careful design is her home. Timeless, hospitable, and intensely personal, Joanna Gaines' Waco, Texas home is a magnificent representation of her developing design philosophy. She started a masterclass in 2025 to assist homeowners in designing rooms that express their narratives. Her farmhouse is a stunningly restored Victorian-style refuge with reclaimed wood details, shiplap walls, and large windows that let in abundant natural light. The focal point of the house is the kitchen, which is painted a rich shade of green and features a marble island and fixtures with an antique feel. Seasonal flowers blossom in Joanna's greenhouse, providing a peaceful haven. Magnolia is adding new heirloom-inspired furniture sets as her home grows, ensuring it stays practical and inspirational. Her home is more than just a house. It exemplifies fine craftsmanship, narrative, and the timeless appeal of well-considered architecture. Inside the actual Magnolia House, a combination of hospitality and history. In 2025, guests are still drawn to the Magnolia House, a quaint bed and breakfast that Chip and Joanna Gaines refurbished. This historic house in McGregor, Texas, just outside of Waco, has been converted into a comfortable haven that combines contemporary conveniences with historical beauty. The home, which was first constructed in 1880, has rich hardwood floors, shiplap walls, and tastefully chosen decor that captures Joanna's distinct aesthetic. Warm farmhouse life is available to visitors, complete with well-thought-out bedrooms and welcoming common areas. Fans of fixer-upper continue to be drawn to the property for sale for $995,000. Visitors are engrossed in the Gaines' idea of hospitality, whether staying for a weekend retreat or browsing Magnolia Market, demonstrating that excellent design is about making places feel like home. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon